Right?
I gotta admit, you made a very dumb debate the most entertaining thing. Your facial expressions at times were just hilarious. Like the charisma. You
Well,
do
it's
put
just
on a
it's
show. You do put on a
well,
show. That's for sure.
that's because I'm an entertainer. That's the
That's
point.
good showmanship.
Yes, it's the point of being an entertainer is to entertain. That's correct. And
I believe
people,
that.
And it's funny too because like his critics always say that he's selling Christianity. That's part of his grift. It's not a part of his grift at all. Like basically every chance he gets, or every time someone brings up a question about Christianity or apologetics, he literally tells them to go away. He entertains. Go ask a Christian apologist. I'm not a Christian apologist. He says that every time.
people and people enjoy being entertained. Go figure.
Are you not entertained? Are you
So what
not
happens?
entertained?
People generally operate under two models online, and they're very bizarre to me. They've never made any sense to me because no successful creators follow them, but um, but so many people follow them, and this is the main reason why I think people are not successful creators. So model one is to make money online is the unforgivable sin, right? To do this. Now, not a little bit. Like if you make 20 bucks on YouTube, no one cares. Make $100 on YouTube, no one cares. Make a couple $100, no one cares, right? But if they feel like you're making more than what you would make at a skilled job as a doctor or something like that, that's too much, right?
It's so true. I mean, capitalism, you can charge whatever you want for your service. It's based on like whoever's going to pay for it's going to pay for it. But I've said for a long time now that that's how a lot of people work, mainly the haters, jealous type haters. Basically anyone who makes any money on YouTube is called a grifter. It's definitely worse with making more money.
It's an arbitrary line. Nobody knows exactly what the line is, but when you cross whatever that arbitrary line is, you're now a grifter. Okay, so that's mode one. It's a huge failing mode.
And by the way, haters, people like Based Oracle out there, that literally will keep you poor. That mindset, being resentful against someone making a lot of money, will keep you poor. So I mean, if that's something that you want, which most likely it usually is when people are complaining about something like that, is because that's what they want.
And then mode two is, I won't be taken seriously if I also entertain you.
And if you want, I can explain the mechanism behind it. There's a real life mechanism. It's not like the law of attraction or anything like that. There's a real life mechanism why hating rich people and being resentful against people who are doing well will keep you in that lacking state.
So that's the second mode, right? So I'm a very serious person, and I take these issues seriously. And it's like, good. I take these issues seriously too. But why does that mean that I have to be fucking boring as watching paint dry in order to get you to listen to my takes on these positions? In fact, the opposite is true, right? If I want to get you to listen to me, I want to capture your attention and keep it, right? That's the goal.
Yeah.
So people.
I mean, that's true. That's a good point. Most people don't really think of that.
Fall under these two modes all the time, right? To make money is to grift, and to be entertaining is to not be serious.
Yeah, no.
And so what ends up happening is they're inside of a field where they're trying to get people eyeballs on them. That's what they're trying to do. I'm trying to get you to put your eyeballs on me so that you will then listen to what I'm saying. That's what they're attempting to do. Well, how do you plan on doing it? By talking like this?
It really depends on the person, though, because I definitely watch some pretty, what most people would consider very pedantic, boring people that are just like a talking encyclopedia. But, I mean, that's just me. I mean, oftentimes that's an NT thing.
To a camera and hoping that you just will like it. That's 90% of people's plan. No, it's 99% of people's plan.
Clear eyes are awesome.
On the camera, and I'm going to talk into it like this.
Wow.
Are you And people go, what the fuck, dude? People go, what the fuck is this boring shit? I'm gonna go watch TV, or I'm gonna go do anything other than this.
What the fuck is this boring shit?
So
We have
it's like I
Looks like what's his name? Old Joe showed up. I already have a video on that, so I'll probably stop in this soon.
yeah, I don't understand these I don't really understand these modes of operation because they don't really make any sense. You're on an entertainment platform. Be fucking entertaining. You know?
Typical NT researches everything.
Yeah, entertain me,
extensively.
bitch. Dance, monkey, dance.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
How is it
Well,
going
I think
this evening?
there's a pretty big distinction between creating a spectacle and being a clown, right? You don't have to be a clown to make a spectacle. You know, it's not
And not
necessary.
all clowns make spectacles, but all spectacle makers are clowns. Or is it the other way
Well,
around?
I don't know about that. Well, what I'm saying, yeah, I'd say it's the other way around. But the thing that I'm saying is like, look, if you're on an entertainment network, you should be entertaining if you want to grow. But what happens is, here's the truth. The truth is that most people refuse to put in any work, and most people refuse in any way to try to embrace the entertainment portions of their personality.
That's with everything though. That's regardless of the field you're in. I mean, I have like few different degrees. Every single degree I got, most people didn't really try that hard. It's not that hard to get to the top of your class and get straight A's. It's just because most people, he's right. If just trying usually puts you ahead of everyone else.
People gravitate towards. And since they refuse to do that, they don't grow. And because they don't grow, they get upset at people who do, and they try to look for excuses to not themselves accountable for why it is that they suck. Oh, I suck. I only have 5 people watching me. But that's because this other nefarious force is trying to keep me down. It's because this other evil, malevolent, force is suppressing me somehow. You know what I mean?
It's funny. I talk about this all the time.
That's the cope. That's the
That
cope.
it's like it's the worst thing you could do to yourself is have an external locus of control. To be like, everything bad that happens to me is everyone else's responsibility. It's everyone else's fault. Nothing I need to do to change. Worst thing you can do to yourself.
And it just kind of cracks me up because it's like you don't have to do that. You can just have a fun stream that people like to watch. And no, we can't do that. That would, I mean, well, how would people take me seriously then? And it's like, okay, whatever, dude.
But the thing, though, I'm not saying he's contradicting himself, but when he comes on and does these educational, he'll pop on someone else's stream and do these educational, he'll just start teaching, and it's actually fascinating. The guy knows a lot. I mean, that guy really knows his stuff. Clearly knows a lot about philosophy and all kinds of other topics. And that's just as entertaining to me as any other kind of more entertainment heavy stuff he does. So I think it just depends. I think there's a balance there. I think you can do both.
It's such a self-defeating mindset that it's kind of laughable to me.
It's like the victim mindset.
It is exactly.
But I mean, he's got a point. If you want to get more eyes on you, probably to get really big, you gotta start embracing the entertainment side of you. Like, you look at certain people, like, for example, Greg Doucette, or what's his name, Mike Israetel for RP Renaissance Periodization. You look at their older videos, and they were boring. They were droning on, and you can tell at some point they got some coaching. They got trained by someone, or maybe they did their own research, because all of a sudden they got more upbeat, they're more animated, they're more funny, they're telling jokes. Greg Doucette, all of a sudden his voice went from here to up here. Hey guys! Because it's, probably more entertaining.
Mindset.
Yeah, that's what it reduces to. Yeah, I failed to do some other force, go a bunch of different ways. I failed because of YouTube. I failed because I can't really talk about what I want to talk about. Or I failed because I'm not allowed to do this, or I
I
failed.
failed because you have to know people who know who know higher ups at YouTube and know the YouTube algorithm. That's the only way to succeed. You will fail no matter what if you think that.
Because these
I felt because Andrew
malevolent forces
Wilson.
got together and they tried to. Yeah, right. I failed because this guy who I never had to engage with even one time. Right. I never even had to engage with him, but decided to anyway. Therefore, it's his fault. It's like, yeah, that's just that's like coping 101. You know what I mean? So.